Hey guys, good evening and happy Friday to you. This is Kim, independent designer with Couture and Chic. I hope that you are doing super fantastic. It is officially the weekend, my friends. In case you are catching up or keeping up with that, I, for one, am kind of glad. Super skeptical about the weather, though, this weekend because we have gotten some awful, awful weather this week. And I have to work all weekend, so I don't want to drive and mess. So hopefully it fares well and everything is fine. But I'm going to share this super quick over onto the VIP page. And then we are going to chalk this adorable transfer just in time for the Valentine's Day weekend. So cute. Hug me. So this actually has a little bit more sentimental reasons too, because at my work, I work night weekends, and we are considered the cactus crew is what we're called. So this is a shout out to all of my cactus people that I work with. We get called the cactus crew because we're older, but I'll take it. I'm going to show you that silkscreen transfer in case you're seeing this for the very first time and you've never seen that. That is how we get our amazing designs every single time. And these silkscreen transfers are reusable over and over and over again. Anywhere from 8 to 12 times. You just have to wash them, take care of them, and all of that. We're going to start with fuzzing our transfer. We just want to do this a couple of times. And you do want to be careful with this one in particular because it has such a big, big open area here. You just want to be kind of careful and mindful of that when you're pulling up your transfer. So we are going to start first with getting this placed on our little chalkboard. So we have quite a few things we're going to work with. I am going to start first with our Hug Me and our little bitty flower because it's going to be all the same color up at the tip top. So we're going to do that first. And we're going to do that in Raspberry Sorbet. So we're just going to take some Chalkology paste and squeegee on and squeegee off. And in case you missed my post, you want to join me on Monday evening for Paste Palooza. We're going to be talking about all things Chalkology paste because we have some awesome Chalkology paste that's coming out on Tuesday. Brand new colors, part of our In Vogue color palette. And then also some color palettes that you can buy little palette packs for. So super duper cute and fun, exciting times heading our way. And I'll be live on Monday night to talk about those. I'm going to give this a quick pull. And we're going to pull it back so we can make sure that we get this dry. Now, I'm just going to say this out loud. I absolutely, positively adore that font. And you can use that for so many other things than just this. Like if you're not a cactus fan, that Hug Me on this font is just incredibly adorable. Hey, Amy. So we are giving this a quick dry. And then we're going to chalk all of our cactuses, different colors. I have different greens prepared. And then we have our kind of papaya color for our terracotta pots that is at the bottom. So we're going to let this fall back. I'm not going to push or do anything to it. I'm just going to let it fall back. And then we're going to push down our cactus. Now I'm going to try my best. We'll see how this goes. To get more than one done at a time. But I actually think that I'm going to start in the middle and let that one dry first since we have such a big area to cover. Let's go ahead and get Meadow for that. And we're going to squeegee on and squeegee off. Now, if you get nervous about being beside where you don't want to chalk, and I probably should have done this at the beginning, you can add placement tape if you want to. We do have a small little area here that kind of separates the cactus, so if you pull away from it, you should be quite fine. but it is kind of a tight squeeze. So the cool thing is if you accidentally over chalk, we can correct it. We can erase that little bitty part and start over again. So we're going to go ahead and give a quick pull with this. Once we get that squeegeed on and squeegeed off, those colors are going to pop together. So there is that one cactus. We're going to go ahead and dry him or her. You want to make sure you're drying away from your transfer. Do not dry close to your transfer because you can melt it, especially if you're using any type of heat. So you want to dry away from it. And we're just giving this a quick dry. And then we're going to let our transfer fall back down. So we want to make sure we test and see if it's still hot. And if it is still hot, you do not want to let it fall or put back on your board. You do want to make sure you give it some time to cool off. Once it cools off, you can let it fall back. And this is kind of one of those transfers that you pull up and push down and pull up and push down. So you do have to be mindful of that. Especially when we get to this terracotta part down here at the bottom, we're going to have to make sure that that's pushed down well. But since we're working on our cacti still, I'm going to just give you a little tip. So if you are worried about being near your terracotta pot, which, I mean, I was kind of frankly very close to it, you can take placement tape and put it over there. And I'm going to grab multi-tools super duper quick. Hold on, Bailey. It was like Squeegeeville yesterday, cleaning squeegees and multi-tools, but normally I always have them in here. So we have this. The multi-tool and the detail tool are very nice tools, especially if you're working super close in this area, to not over chalk. Now you can, if you want to, totally take a piece of placement tape and put it over where you just chalked, so you're not going to get that exposed. So this is going to stay meadow. We've already chalked it, and it's not going to hurt your transfer if you put this placement tape there. All it's going to do is kind of create a bumper guard, just like you're bowling. I love placement tape because it makes it so much easier when you're chalking to not be so stressful. So we have sage and we have pesto left. I'm going to do sage for this small one and pesto over here. So since we have our placement tape down, we'll probably go ahead and chalk both of these because it should go pretty quickly. The placement tape it's like a miracle. Honestly, I absolutely positively adore placement tape. If you happen not to have any and you need something like this, you can use washi tape, but don't use painter's tape. Painter's tape can really ruin your transfer. You just want to use washi tape, like from the scrapbook section, if you don't have any placement tape on hand. Okay, so we've squeegeed on and squeegeed off. Super cute. We're going to go ahead and pull this up really quick, and let's dry that. So then all that's left is our little terracotta part. Now we went over just a smidge on the one cactus. I'll show you a quick and easy fix with a paintbrush if you want to see that versus not fixing it. And it's not horrible. I'll hold it up so y'all can see it. So we're just giving that a quick dry and we'll let that return. So right in the center, you can see a little bitty area that we went over, that little bitty area where it wasn't covered with placement tape. Let me just show you really quick how you can fix that if you want to fix it. Our Chalkology paste does paint really well. So all you have to do is get your paintbrush wet just a smidge, not much. Take a little bit of the Chalkology paste, And all you have to do is touch up that little bitty area. Now, you could have totally re-chalked it, but re-chalking it is not even necessary, to be quite honest with you. So there is that little bitty area fixed just really quick with a paintbrush. Super duper easy to accomplish if you have a boo-boo. And it's just because we didn't have the placement tape completely covered on that one cactus. So let me dry this really quick. My transfer is hanging on my craft room table. So anytime you're doing something and you need your hands free, you can totally put your transfer on your fuzzing towel again, or whatever the case may be. But we are going to get this finished with our terracotta pot. Hey, Whitney. Okay, so we are to the terracotta pot, and it is going to be super adorable. One thing I would encourage you to do, if you did use placement tape, go ahead and peel that off before you put your transfer back down, just because it eliminates longer time on your chalkboard. We're just going to line this cute little transfer back up. I think it's just adorable. And like I said, this has a little bit special meaning to me since I work night weekends and they call us the Cactus Crew. That's our little nickname. So I want to make sure that there is absolutely positively no air pockets here, because this is a big, big negative space. So you just want to push down. Well, I don't care what happens over here. I just care about like right here. So that piece of placement tape I had down, I'm going to actually cover up my cactus with it because I don't want those to be chalked on. I just want to chalk the terracotta. So I'm going to use papaya for that. And it will be a quick and easy, cute chalk. And get our terracotta pot chalked here. And we still have like our little white accents. Hopefully that is not a big, big air pocket because I felt one just now. Anytime you're peeling off and putting back and peeling off and putting back, you are going to be setting yourself up for air pockets. So sometimes it's hard to feel them. And sometimes it's hard to get them all out, but we'll see how this one looks. I think it feels okay. We're going to go ahead and pull. The top line is the one I felt the air pocket on, so we'll see what happens. Just a little bitty smidge. Not bad. Again, totally fixable. If you don't want to put your transfer back down and chalk, like right there where that little bitty smidge is, all we have to do is take a little bit of chalk paste and a little bit of love with a paintbrush. Let me dry that just a smidge. And it fixes pretty much anything. Or you can re-chalk over it. I'm going to get it dry so it can take this chalk paste a little bit better. And there we go, guys. That is super cute. Hug me just in time for Valentine's Day weekend. Super duper fun. Cute transfer. I'll probably be making a shirt out of this one. Just because it does have a little bit more special meaning to me than just this transfer. But I hope y'all have a good start to your weekend. Stay warm, my friends. It is absolutely frigid here in Mississippi. And say prayers for all the people that work in healthcare that don't get a holiday or a snow day. Nurses have to go to work, including myself this weekend. So say prayers for them for safe travels because it's still supposed to be funky all weekend long here. But hug me. I hope you enjoyed this. We used 5 Chalkology paste colors total: raspberry sorbet, sage, meadow, raspberry sorbet again, pesto, and papaya. And this is Hug Me on our Sylvie board. But I hope you have an amazing weekend. I look forward to being live with y'all tomorrow. And until then, have a good night, guys. Thanks for watching.